Woohoo! Some Traxxas upgrade parts showed up for the Maxx Slash. Really, it should have came with this from the factory, but oh well. So one thing I always thought about this truck ever since I got it is that they really should have came with anti-sway bars from the factory, but they didn't. But they're out. So I finally have my set. Took a little bit to get them. So I'm going to go ahead and slap these in there and try to help enhance this thing's cornering performance a little bit. And I'm also going to pull the speed gears out. I've got that 27-46 combination in there. I think I'm going to leave the 46 spur and just put it back to the 25 tooth pinion. I just have to find it in there somewhere. It's in there somewhere. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and slap these sway bars in and then wait for it to stop flooding like crazy here in Texas right now and take it out for a drive, hopefully tomorrow, but in this video. But for those of you that are not familiar with sway bars or anti-sway bars, we just get used to calling them sway bars, but really they're anti-sways. An anti-sway bar, what it does is when a vehicle is leaning, as this side compresses, it puts, or as the opposite side extends, it helps put a little bit more force on the side that's compressing to help hold it down. Basically, it kind of like it increases your spring rate as it travels, and it also helps keep the body from rolling. Now, I've built a lot of real cars in my lifetime, and I've done a lot of suspension setups over the years, and my shop is a performance shop, and we do a lot of suspension and performance mods there as well. So suspension is kind of a black art, black magic kind of thing. Nice thing about this Traxxas setup, though, I didn't even open it up yet, but I did see that at least they do have a nice breakdown of what kind of sway bar to use for front and rear to get the kind of handling dynamics that you wish to have. Now, I already knew that I was going to run if not the largest, the second from the largest sway bar for the rear, and then one of the smaller ones for the front. So I wanted to firm up the rear, and I wanted to give it an anti-sway bar for the front, but I didn't want a very, very firm one. The reason why is if you keep the front end a little bit looser and tighten up the rear end, what happens is the vehicle has more oversteer. And I prefer oversteer to understeer because oversteer is controllable. Understeer, well, you can't really control it. If you're understeering, you're going to push into that curb or whatever it is you're aiming at. Oversteer, you can get that butt to kick out, and you can always bring it back in line with throttle and steering applications. So I see that they do have, what do we got in there? Like five different sway bars to choose from. And what I am going to use on this one is I'm going to put the 2.8 millimeter one in the rear, and I'm going to put the 2.3 millimeter one in the front and see how it performs with those sway bars in there. I think that combination will be just about right. It will help eliminate some of the body roll, some of the traction roll that the car gets on high grip surfaces, but still allow me to kick the butt out at will and just make it easier to drive. So I'm just going to go ahead and slap those in there. You guys don't want to sit through watching me install all that and just swapping some gears out. So I'm going to slap them in there real quick and then take a quick video of what they look like after they're installed. And then, hopefully it dries up here so I can take it for a drive. This Traxxas Maxx Slash has been one of my absolute most favorite cars in my fleet, and I think the Swaybar upgrade is going to be the key to make it probably my most favorite car in the fleet. You know, just as long as we can get rid of that traction roll on high grip and get the butt to kick out more in a more controlled fashion, I think this thing is going to be pretty awesome. You know, as I'm digging into this thing and installing these anti-sway bars, I've decided that I'm actually going to make this a two-part video. This first part is just going to be a basic installation video of how to put the anti-sway bars into this thing, because I'm going to take the hit for the team. I read the instructions, so I'm just going to make this video so that people have an idea of just how easy it is to install the anti-sway bars on these. So I've already installed the front, which I'll get to in just a second, but I'm going to show you just how easy this is. You only have to take out this one screw right there, and then take out those two screws right there on the back side, and then just slide that right out. And you could tell Traxxas I really like how Traxxas had made this vehicle easy to work on. Because the last thing you have to do is remove this hinge block plate, which is loose already. And they thought of ease of workmanship. They put a hole right through this rear skid plate, so you don't even have to take it off. You could just run your screwdriver right through the hole, and there you go. It is that easy to get to everything that you need to get to, which it feels like that's backed out already. And then you just slide this guy off. Oh, probably help if I pulled the screw all the way out. Of course I say it's easy. No, it's making me. There we go. So boom, pops right out, and then you take your new one, which is your sway bar retainer. Sway bar goes right through here, and then you just have two screws that retain it in place. But the part's even a little bit more beefier than the stock part. You know, it's a bit chunkier. So I have high hopes that this will even strengthen everything back there. But going to the front didn't take me, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. I've got a Cletus McFarland video going on in the background while I was watching it, and yeah, I'm 9 minutes into it, and I started the video right when I started the installation, and the front is just as easy as the back. You take off this one screw here, you have access holes to get to those two back there, and then you take these two off here, and the front just slides off just like the back. And then you've got that same reinforcement plate, and then you got the two screws to hold the anti-sway bar in. You just let me flip the truck over here. You just route the anti-sway bar underneath your axle shafts. I'll try to get a little bit better light. There we go. You just run this anti-sway bar underneath the axle shafts. The holes are already there for the mounts. You run your collars on. Don't forget to use some Loctite on the little grub screw, because it is metal on metal, so you don't want that to slide out. And they want you to butt this connection all the way up to right where the sway bar or anti-sway bar starts to bend at. So you want it as far forward as you can, and so you'll have, I don't know, maybe about a ½ inch, give or take, on each side sticking out just like that. And it definitely makes a difference. Here I'll just, there you can see the other side tire going up when I press on that one. So I think this is going to make a drastic change on the way this car handles. So let me get back at it, get the rear one installed, and swap out the gear and show you all what it looks like when it's done. And then in the next video, we'll take it out for a drive. I like this setup so much. It's so easy to install. And, you know, looking at the instructions, you can do it for the Maxx or this Maxx Slash. So I might end up ordering another set of these just for my Maxx. So let me get back to finishing this installation, and I'll show you the completion. Yeah, this anti-swaybar setup is really nice. I like the setup. It is so easy to install, to get everything in. I put the green one in the back, and you can see how much control it has over both sides of the wheels or suspension system. So I think this is really going to handle a lot better. My Cletus McFarland video ran out, so now in the background I have got my buddy Platinum Payload doing one of his live streams. So if you're into you know, I'm sorry, I don't even know what game this is. It's not a game I play, but that's my best buddy right there. So he's live streaming at this moment. But if you're into video games and just having some fun, check out Platinum Payload, man. The guy has a lot of fun on that channel. But yeah, so anyway, back to the Maxx Slash itself. I am really liking this whole install. It is just very easy. And before, if I used to grab this side, the whole truck would lean over. Now you see when I do it, the other side is going down with it. So I think this is really gonna enhance the way this truck handles. So let me get it finished up here, and I'll be right back. Shoot him, Scott, shoot him. You got him.
What is up to the dude RC from Platinum Payload?
What's up, Scott? So moving right along with the gear install now, and I didn't realize that there is no setting for a 25-44 combination, and I really didn't want to put in that, as Kevin Talbot called it, monkey metal stock 50 tooth gear. So I pulled out the 44 tooth that I put in it, and I just put in a hardened 46 tooth. So you can run the stock 25 tooth pinion with a 46 tooth spur, and that should be setting C as far as the mesh goes. If that's right, it should be right. All the other mesh settings should be or have been correct. So yeah, so you can't run the 25 tooth pinion with the 44 tooth spur. There is just, you can't get it close enough. You got way too much slop, even when you try the closest setting, or even when I've removed the pinion just to see if I could. You cannot. So you know, this truck did 60 miles per hour without a problem on the stock gears, and it did 71 with the body on with the 27-44 combo, and I think it did like 75 with the body off. This truck doesn't need to go that fast. 60 miles per hour is plenty. And on some cases, I would like some more wheel speed for when it's in the air to help try to control it. So I'm not doing this gear combination to make the truck go faster. I'm actually slowing it down from what it was because I don't need to, you know, put as much strain on these two components. But I would like some more wheel speed than it has from the factory, just so, like I said, you know, you can control it better in the air. So I am, like I said, I'm sticking with the 25 tooth pinion and the 46 tooth spur. So let me go ahead and get this all bolted back up now, and then we'll move to the next step, which is completion. Yay! All right, so she is all together. 25, 46 in there, which should be good for, I don't know, probably about 63, 64 miles per hour, give or take. Again, I didn't do it for top speed. I just did it so that it would have some more wheel speed when it's in the air. And got the front and rear sway bars on. I went with the black Swaybar for the front, which is the second from the lightest. And I went with the green anti-sway bar on the rear, which is the second from the heaviest. And when I put the body on here, easier said than done. All right. There we go. So now with the body in place, it's really visible. Like here, I'm going to do it from the front. So when I push on the side, now you can see there it doesn't lean anywhere near as bad as it used to, because it is starting to push down on the passenger side when I push down on the driver's side, and vice versa. Let me try to get a little bit more light in there. There we go. So I really think this is going to make one heck of a change on the way that this little truck handles. So that's going to be it for this video. I know we all have short attention spans and don't want long videos. So this is just consider it a quick tutorial on how to put the sway bars in and how to help choose which sway bars to use. And, you know, altogether, I think I'm in it about 40 minutes start to finish, and that's with pausing and stuff. But, you know, you could probably do it in as little as 25 or 30 minutes. Install the front and rear sway bars, as well as the change out the gears. That's the biggest thing I love about Traxxas stuff, is everything I have from Traxxas is so easy to work on. It's all modular. It's easy to get to. They give you access holes, so you don't have to take off a bunch of stuff that you don't need to just to get to one single screw. So kudos Traxxas. Hopefully this weekend we'll get a run video in with this thing and see how it performs. We might even try some different sway bar options if I don't like how it handles, but I think it's going to do good. So this is the Dude RC. I'll catch you all on the next video.